What do you reckon is better, like using a key or pressing a button?
Doesn't really matter. Depends what the car brand is or if it's new or old model.
So you had a question about driving, eh?
What if you don't know how to drive?
You learn.
You can ask.
Baxter, what kind of car do your parents have?
My mum has a Toyota Brad that's an automatic, and my dad has a van that's a manual.
Yes. What kind of stuff does he use his van for?
His job, he's a plumber.
Yeah. Nick, what kind of cars do your parents have?
One of them is the Honda Jazz, and another one is the Subaru Outback.
Yeah. What, like is it automatic or?
Automatic.
Okay.
What's the automatic again?
Automatic is where you don't have to use the key stick as much.
Thanks. With the buttons on the button cars, what if the button doesn't work? Stops
The
working.
button would work, it's just the battery and the remote, but then it's got a key in the close spot.
Or it jams,
So-
it doesn't push through a signal.
You'd have the keys of the button, like the thing that you have to have. You would have a key and then you find a spot for it. You'll have a spot for the key.
My mum has the button one, you just push it. But sometimes we forget that we have a key to go with it.
So you use both of them. So you use both of them.
Oh, you take the key with you, but you just push the button to make it start.
Because Carl has a sensor to know if the key's in the car, it won't just straight off if the key's not in the car.
So when you say a button, I'm really confused. Do
Like
you?
there's a keys.
You just push
thing.
the wheel, and then on the other side, you just push the button, and then the car just goes.
Yeah.
Oh, my car must be too old. Rylan.
So, my mum had one of those as well. So, and the key also had some problems with it fitting in the the key is like a square, and then you have like different buttons for like garage opening, locking the car. And then the key would probably fit into the square, like what it will fit in the bottom of it. But you don't really need the key for a car. All you need is the pad.
What you do if the
You put it
button
in.
breaks down?
What?
Because on the remote, you press it to unlock the car, but if it's flat, you need the key to unlock the door.
Yeah, but
You don't always need
yeah. But for my mum, when to turn on the car, you hold down
We need some car keys.
yes.
Do you want my keys? They're not car keys, but oh no, we're going
This is the wheel.
we're going hard out now.
So this is the wheel, and then on the side here is where you turn to.
Oh, that's the steering wheel.
Yes, the steering wheel.
Okay.
And then on the side, so all my mum has to do is have the key in the car and press down onto the knob bit to turn it down and then switch it to on.
So like push it.
So like you don't like so let's say it's on the side here. So this is right here where I am is the wheel, and on the side is the knob bit to turn it on and off. So then one has to push that down and turn it to the on, which is that way.
So are you saying you don't physically
Like,
turn a
but-
key?
But underneath it
Okay.
is the bit where you put in the key.
if the
Because it
battery
can-
goes flat.
Yeah, so you can take off the bit
I get it.
that turns it on, take it off, and the inside is where you put the key. If it breaks or something, you can just put in the key and turn it on like that.
What if
Yes.
it breaks?
Hang on, no, keep going, Shay.
Yeah, go.
What if it breaks with keys.
Break the keys.
You should have a spill.
Yeah,
Cars come with 2 keys, so you always have a spare one.
What would you do if your key broke in the bit where it goes into?
That's what you were saying, right?
Oh yeah, might be a spare one.
Yeah, well,
You'd
you would probably do what any normal person would do and get a new key.
you'd have to call.
Person to get out.
And who do you reckon you'd have to call? Nate, who do you reckon?
Locksmith.
The locksmith. What does a locksmith do then, Nate?
Because there's special tools to help you to get because one of my neighbours got locked out once, we have to help you to ring the locksmith.
Yeah. So you ring a locksmith for your car as well. So say that's a really good question, Shay.
What if you,
Yeah.
Keep going.
Keep going.
what if you break the whole thing?
You break the keys
whole key.
broken and it's stuck in the car. You ring someone called a locksmith. So you'd have to go. Where would you find a locksmith? How would you work that out?
Google.
Or a phone book.
Google or phone book, and you look up locksmith, and then no, you go.
Well, everyone pretty much uses their phone.
Everyone pretty much uses their phones, eh? Have you all got phones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you got data?
Yeah.
Data or data, however you say it.
Done.
Data. I say data, you say data.
Data.
Just like Wi-Fi woofy.
Wi-Fi woofy. So if you'd have to go and look up locksmith, and then it's happened to me before when my car was broken into and I couldn't get the key into my ignition anymore, and so I had to ring a locksmith, and I was stuck outside a high school at about 9 o'clock at night in Auckland. It was a pain.
So pretty much when you got broken into, they were just called, like, how they get them.
Yeah, they'd clearly used a spanner or something, and they'd damaged the.
Dad,
Yeah.
we left the keys in the car at Countdown in the underground car park. We were getting McDonald's and groceries because we were just leaving my mum after he picked us up. We left the keys in there. He had to call the locksmith because he'd got his spare key in his wallet. He had his wallet and he left the spare key at home.
Oh, so he locked the key in the
He had
car.
the main key in the car and he left his other keys at home.
Did someone?
And he had to call the locksmith and they put a metal wire down it and did that thing.
Yeah.
And it was quite amusing because he was so annoyed with himself.
Would have cost him a bit of money as well, eh? Yeah.
Who's dwelling on it though?
What was that, Baxter? Speak up.
That's how people break into the car with a wire that's sticking
Yeah.
out.
Very hot wire.
I have a question.
What's hot wire first?
I just said
That's just the name of it.
When
Jack-
they don't have a key, they put the bonnet up and cut 2 wires off and stick them together until the spark zaps the car or something. And then they break into the window or lock it with that thing.
No. The wires they don't do it in the bonnet, they do it on the underneath the steering wheel.
Oh, they can do it that way as well.
Because if you do it at the bonnet, then the person can see that you're cutting the wire and breaking it, and and they can probably see what you're trying to do, so they can pull the plug. So that's why they do it underneath. So
Well,
nobody can
sometimes
see.
it will
In
go.
the window.
Sometimes what?
Sometimes it will, the car will just go.
They have alarms in them.
Yeah, and they shut down the alarms, they cut the wire to the alarm thing. Like it happened to my cousin, I don't know who. I was just told this story last year and their car got broken into and stolen.
Sometimes, so if you break the key, then you have to go to someone else if you break the key. Because, you go to a locksmith to unlock things and fix your locks. But then what happens, what do you do with the key? Then you go to a keysmith, which my mum had to do once with the key because the key wasn't fitting into the square rectangle for the. Yeah, so she had to go there and she went many times, but eventually she got it.
There's some place in New Plymouth that you could go to.
Yeah.
To
sort your keys out.
With that Clover stuff.
There's one in.
Keysmith.
There's a locksmith that you can go to in New Plymouth with problems with your car keys, having done it very recently. Where do you think that might be? It's a common place. Remember, it's where the woman may have misjudged her acceleration a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, it's in Centre City.
Centre City. If you need to go for car keys and stuff, there's the locksmith and the key place in Centre City. You come down the escalators. You know where?
It's by Muffin Break.
By what?
Muffin Break.
Muffin Break. Yeah, you can go there.
It's that small
And
stand
it's
in
next to
between
Indie
us.
Games.
Yeah. And I can vouch for them. They are very helpful.
There's also another one
Yeah.
in between some shops. I think
What's
it's
the
near
Clover?
I think it's near Ace.
near the two
Yeah.
near
Yeah, my
two
mum
doors
works
shop.
next to it in the old garden shop.
Oh, okay.
She worked there for a while.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's next to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a new one now up. You know where the movie theatre is?
Yes.
Just past there. I noticed that there's a new one up there, but I think they might just do shoes. Some of them do shoes and keys.
Yeah, the one that you were talking about is Stu Souls.
Yeah, and he's got lots of cowboy boots. I noticed it the other day.
I have a question. This is back when your dad, Amelia, your dad got his keys stuck in the car. I always wonder, how does that even work? Like,
He
Like-
locked the car.
yeah,
And it's one of those manuals and you don't
Yeah.
get the car and thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just
but I
like
was-
touch.
and I
Yeah,
was,
and he locked the car with the locks on the door. He went like that and shut the doors.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't normally use the key on the car.
right,
And yeah, he left the keys in the car. He thought he put it in his pocket. After he took them out, but he left them in the wheel.
yeah,
And he just, yeah, he forgot his other keys at home, so he couldn't get in.
Shouldn't he just bring his wallet just in case?
Oh, he had his wallet. He just left the spare keys to the car at home.
so he
You must
didn't
Then
bring
he got
them.
it back.
Now.
Yeah, he got it back after like half an hour of waiting.
Like, for my mom, we just use that battery one where you basically like press lock and unlock.
Yeah, we don't have that one. We
On
have
the
it on the van.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Some of the newer ones have sensors in them. So when like, let's just say there's a button underneath the door handle.
Yeah.
And and it's a little bump thing. It's made of rubber.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a touch.
And if your keys are nearby, all you do is press that and it'll unlock the car.
It's like my car has
That's what I was talking about before.
at home. Mum's got this touch sensitive, and if the keys are still in there while she's touching it, the car will like spit sound. No, like the iPad sound telling you know the keys are still in.
Is that the alarm?
And you're like, it's just like a
So
Yeah.
alarm or a key.
yeah, so it's just touch and if the keys are still in.
Or like also with my grandparents' car, like it's a newish one. It's a 2020 model, so it's new. But with it, like let's just say you pull down your drive, and then some people just leave their car on until they go to bed, because they can check down the drive to see if anybody's coming in and that. But what the thing with my grandparents' new car is, with like if you go into the car and you don't have your keys on you, it will say, and you press the start engine, it will go warning, no key. But so the key's got to be close to it
Right.
or in the car, but it doesn't have to be in the key thing. Just gonna be in the car nearby.
I remember seeing this ad for like a car, and it's basically like one of those cars where you basically like I don't know, like move your hand underneath it, like say underneath it. Like say if you need to open up the boot and you don't have your keys, like that kind of special car where you just basically put your hand underneath it and it just senses your hand and then it automatically opens up.
So like how it kind of doing by itself.
It's like
Yeah,
you
automatically.
just swipe your foot like if you've got the axe and you swipe your foot under it, the door will open up.
What type of car does your mum have, Tegan?
What brand? Like Toyota.
literally last year.
Okay, so is it a new model or is it just one that's been in the car's hands now for a while or?
One of the old ones.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have a question for Baxter. What happens if like, let's say you hit something like with those automatic boots? What happens if you hit something that goes underneath the car and it goes underneath this sensor? Will it open or will it just
So if
shut?
the car's unlocked, so if you've unlocked the car, like touching inside or something, then the will only unlock open if it's unlocked.
What happens if you accidentally leave the car unlocked while driving?
Well, that's very bad of them. I'll have a sensor for